Very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. It's a wonderful opportunity that we have to be here to do what we love to do, which is update you with the latest in the world of sports. And we want to say a very big thank you to you for staying true to us and for listening to all that we've put out for you. My name is Toyi Ibitoye. I'm not alone on the show tonight. Don't forget, it's a Thursday night, and that means the show will be in two halves. We're going to be having one part where we'll talk football, and then we'll be having the second part where the bar sports experts, that's Joachim Idada and Tunde Gunshiku, will be joining me. We'll take a look at chess and take a look at darts on Sports Tonight this Thursday. But Yemi Adebayo, Dumnadio Konta, are starting off the show with me this Thursday. And guys, it's still early part of 2014. The year is 2 days old already, and it's not too late to still wish our viewers very happy and prosperous 2014, stress-free.
Especially if your first time on set. My first time this year, so Happy New Year to all.
I think the same for Dumnodi as well.
Yes.
So we want to wish these guys happy. They are the ones who are keeping us here.
Well, to all our viewers, a prosperous New Year, because we used to happy. Let's use prosperous. Let's change it. Let's change it.
You should still be happy. You can add more to it.
You can add more to it. Okay.
Happy, prosperous, successful, stressful.
Well, but they should add the S too.
Add it too.
I just give them 3.
So go on and add whatever you want to add to it. All right, but we hope that 2014 indeed will be a lot better. For those of us in sports, we hope and pray that it will be a lot better than what we had in 2013. 2013 was fairly successful. I'm just putting it modestly. It was, in fact, a lot very successful, if you want to judge it by the amount of trophies we won and how well we performed in some of the international competitions we went for. 2013 was good, and we are hoping that 2014 will be a lot better than 2013. Let me just tell you a little bit of what we'll be talking about on the program tonight. Some of the things we talked about on the show yesterday, we've gone to get more information for you. Don't forget that yesterday, for those of you who are watching from home, yesterday we looked at the top 10 sports events for us in 2014. What are those events that could be very significant for us in 2014? We looked at the top 10, and we listed quite a lot. And one of those things that we listed yesterday was the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers that has been squeezed somewhere into the 2014 agenda. And it makes it a very competitive year. So we'll spend some time to reflect on it, because we've been able to get more information around it. Our very good friend, Kaliso Sebari, who works with Africa Independent Television, actually started giving me some of this information, and then I was able to get a lot more. We'll be giving you all of that on the program tonight. And we hope that the NFF will really understand the complexities of what we have lined up in 2014. It's a lot.
At the time we have the elections into the NFF Executive Committee. So I hope that will not be a distraction, because I
hope we follow the rules.
This
we don't complicate issues
after the election. I hope we follow the rules.
And the election comes after the World Cup. So the World Cup will play a huge role. If the World Cup is really successful, the elections will be a lot easier
in Nigeria
to run. If the 2014 is like 2010, the elections may be like 2010.
If not for the elections, I would say we don't have any problems, because we said this last year.
No pitfalls.
We said last year, we gave them the calendar, and we said, take note of all of these things we've said. And in fairness to them, especially with the national teams, maybe not with the league, but with the national team, they did almost everything to the book. It's as if they took our formula, digested it, and it worked.
And
I have a feeling they will do same this year. But the only pitfall, like Dunodi has pointed out,
the NFF elections.
And I hope we won't be in court by the time by the time we need to be sorting out 2015. It will be a shame, like you said yesterday on the show, if we won't be able to go and defend our title as a
that's going to be.
I mean, it shouldn't go the way of Egypt.
I'm just hoping something like that.
And the Nations Cup these days, gentlemen, has become more difficult in terms of
Zambia. The last time was by penalties. Was out even the defending champions. Almost did not come. Cameroon, when they did,
Cameroon have missed 2 back to back. Egypt have missed 2 back to back. So the Nations Cup has become big. It's become a lot more competitive and it's now more difficult. So we cannot take anything for granted. And you will realize as we go on, the reason why we are saying this, the draw for the 2015 Nations Cup is very difficult. Very difficult. You'll find out later on as we go along on Sports Tonight. So we'll spend some time to look at it. We will also talk briefly about the English Premier League. Coaches are fired and hired. And we will also talk about one guy who, was a Trojan for the domestic league, was a Trojan in the Super Eagles, got injured for a long time and is struggling to come back. And the story around him is that he's left his Scottish club. We'll talk about Ruben Gabriel, or Gabriel Ruben, whichever one. Ruben Ruben is the same to us.
One and the same.
We'll talk about him on Sports Tonight as well. But, we want to make this as interactive as possible to continue in line with what we did yesterday. We want to hear from you. So please go on, as you can see on your screen, take advantage of our platforms and let us know exactly what you have at the back of your mind. We're going to be talking about some of the issues we raised yesterday. We'll talk about the Glow CAF Awards. We talked about the final 3 yesterday. Didier Drogba, Yaya Toure, John Mikel Obi. Still talk to us about it. The final 3 for the Glow CAF Awards in 2013. And a week from now, about this time next week, we should be knowing who the 2013 African Footballer of the Year is. We should be knowing about this time next week. Maybe you'll be there even calling us live on Sports Tonight to tell us, look, it has happened. Mikel has won it. Or Yaya Toure has won it. But we'll talk to us about it. Predictions. But it's down to the final 3. But whichever way that one goes, I'm sure Nigeria will sweep a whole lot of the awards on the night of January. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the CHAN. Talk to us about that as well. We'll talk about the National Under 13. Something good that the NFF is doing. We will also talk about the Fosla Academy Under 13 tournament that took place in Kogi State, tournament that is bankrolled by former NFF president Sani Lulu, that actually laid the foundation for what we have as the victorious Golden Eagles of last year. We'll talk about it as well, and then we will give you the lowdown on the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations, the qualifying series, the dates. It's hectic congested fixtures for the Eagles in 2014, and you'll find out why as we go along. So please, let's hear from you. Let's know what you feel as we go along on Sports Tonight. Before Joachim and Tunde will come in, Tunde will talk chairs as always, and Joachim will be telling us how Michael Van Geren, MVG, won the tournament in convincing style, and how he has become the new world #1. All of that for you on Sports Tonight. So, gentlemen, this is the season for awards and rewards and all of that. But we want to start with this one. We did all we could. We tried to help our man. We pushed Stephen Keshi the best way we could to make him win the ESPN FC Awards for 2013. But Keshi came close. He came close, but he didn't win it. No harm in trying.
No harm in trying. That is named... in fact, that is among those people, that is named among those people that, top names in sports and in football. It makes you happy, even if he did not win. The fact that he was named as an influential person, didn't get to win, but it's good.